Welcome to day 23 of this Follow Your Cycle yoga series. If you would like to receive all of the other videos in this series for free, there'll be a link in the description box for you to sign up. In today's class, I want us to seek comfort. Sometimes we get in our heads that we do all of the things for all of the other people and we forget to seek our own comfort. So in today's practice, I want us to remind ourselves on the mat that at all times, even when we're challenging ourselves, we can still bring comfort into our body, into our pose, into our life. So bring all the props in that you need, adjust your body in any way that you need. And I hope that that intention can carry you out into the rest of your day as well. I'm going to be using 2 blocks in today's practice, as well as bolsters and blankets. If you don't have blocks, you can use books, or you can just bring rolled blankets underneath the hands to bring yourself up a little bit more. Use whatever you've got in your home to work for you, and let's get started. I'm going to start our practice with a few circles of joy. So I want you to sit up loud and proud in the spine, feel the crown of the head lifting nice and tall, and then bring the hands to heart, pressing the thumbs into the sternum, pressing the palms into each other. And then as you inhale, interlace the fingers, rise the elbows up. As you exhale, press the hands away and round through the back. Inhale, hands to sky, opening through the heart. And then exhale, just bring the hands down beside you. All the way back to heart, pressing into that breastbone again. And we repeat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So already asking, where can you make this more comfortable? So if you consciously bring awareness to those shoulders, you might be finding you're already gripping them. See if you can relax into them and make them feel nice and heavy as we move through. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you find as you round through the back, you're rounding too hard, pushing too far. And can you soften a little and bring the ribs back in a touch, seeking that comfort in this pose? Exhale all the way down. Good. Let's do one more. All right, coming up and over now. This is where we bring in both of our blocks. So if you have 2 yoga blocks, bring them in. If not, 2 books, 2 rolled up blankets will also work. You're going to step the left foot forward, coming into a low lunge. And you can either have the blocks on the lower side or the higher side, whatever works best for you. Remember, we're seeking comfort today. We're not pushing ourselves. We're just going to move through inhaling, leaning forward, and exhale, moving back. Good. Inhaling forward, and exhale, moving back. Inhale and exhale. As you inhale, you need to come forward. This time, tuck the back toes, lift up into your high lunge. And same thing here. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, draw it back. Inhale, leaning forwards. Exhale, draw it back. Inhale. And exhale. So come back into the bent front knee and then round the outer blade of that back foot. Lift the right hand up as we come into our side angle. Keep that back hand grounded through the block. Reach the top arm over and then inhale it all the way back. Reaching over and reaching back. Ooh, embracing the wobbles you might have today like I do. You're going to return the hand down to the opposite block. We're going to pick up the back heel. This time you're going to inhale, coming into the twisted high lunge. So keep those hips nice and low. And then exhale, you're going to bring the hand down, hug that front thigh. And then inhale it up. Exhale. So if the blocks aren't working for you and you prefer to be grounded on the mat, feel free to do that. Good. Bring that top hand down to the block. Take as many steps as you need with the back foot to come all the way into your forward fold. Bring both blocks underneath the chest as you inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold. Exhale and fold. Inhale. And exhale. Now I want you to use the blocks as we find some stillness here. So I want you to make a little bit of a stack for the head to rest on, adjust the feet. I want you to feel supported in the upper body so that the upper body can really let go while you just focus on pressing through the heels. So if you can't feel the stretch in the legs, you might need to reduce the props that you're using or move them down a little bit. And just breathing here. On your next breath, slowly lift the head from the blocks, returning the blocks on either side at the legs as support. And you step the left foot back this time and bring the back knee down. So just where we started, inhaling, leaning forward into low lunge, and exhaling, half split. Inhaling forwards, exhale. Coming forward, this time tucking the back toes, coming up to your high lunge, and we repeat here the same movement. Inhale, lean forwards. Exhale, draw it back. Inhale, lean forwards. Exhale, draw back. Last one here. As you lean forward, this time round through the outer blade of the back foot. Inhale up into your side angle, reach that top arm over, and then draw it back with the breath. Inhale up and over, draw it back. Last one, draw it forwards. This time swap the hands, lift up the back heel. As we move into our twist, reach the top arm to the sky, and then exhale, wrap the front thigh. Inhale, rise. Exhale as you wrap. Good. Release that front hand back to the block. Take as many steps as you need to bring that back foot into your forward fold once more. Hands underneath the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Exhale and fold. This time, bring the blocks to either side of the feet. We're going to step that left leg all the way back and then turn our legs around, coming into our wide leg forward fold. So all 10 toes are pointing in the same direction. Hands and blocks are underneath the chest once more. Pressing into the feet to straighten out the legs so these muscles are nice and engaged here. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale as you fold down. Again, just like we did in our regular forward fold, I want you to use the blocks to support the upper body, working out where you need to put them so that you can let go. Breathing here. As you inhale, come all the way back up. We're going to walk over to the left side. Bring the block underneath the hips as you sit down on the block for your Skandasana. Feel free to adjust the legs. Turning to one side and then the other, just exploring how this feels through the body. And then reach down that leg. Other arm comes up and over. Come all the way back up. Bring the weight back into the foot. Maybe you can do that without hands, maybe not. Walking all the way to the opposite side, bringing that block with you, and sitting down on this side. Once again, having a little play, twisting to one side and then the other. And then reaching down. Good. Coming all the way back up. Bring yourself off the block. And we're going to come all the way down onto our back now into a supported fish with the block. So I like to arrange this with one block on the high side and then one block to support my head, but you do what works for you. It might not even be blocks, it might be bolsters underneath the back. It doesn't really matter what you're doing with the legs. You can have them crossed, you can come to Baddha Konasana, you can take them out long. I'm really focusing on the upper body. You position the block so that as you lay down, it feels comfortable, that it's not pressing into your spine too much. And then get the blocks into position so that you feel supported. Yes, there is a bit of opening going on here, so it's not going to feel like laying on a comfortable bed, but it should feel good to open into this chest space. Breathing here. If you want a little bit more opening, you could take the arms above the head, interlace the hands, and let the elbows fall out to the side. That will probably give you an intense stretch across the shoulders, so stay there if you like, or release the hands back down to the side. On your next breath, use the arms to support you to come up and off one of the blocks. And then just scoot yourself down. We're going to keep this block underneath the head. Bring it underneath the head so that you can gently rock from side to side, massaging into the base of the spine. So I like to move the block onto an angle so I'm getting the edge of the block in the right position, but you work with what feels good for you. And then just gently rock the head from side to side. It should feel nice. Some spots might feel maybe a little bit more uncomfortable or painful, and it might feel good to work into them. It might feel good to leave them alone entirely. Do what works best for you. Release the block and come all the way down to your Shavasana, stretching both legs out. If it feels better to have a bolster underneath the knees in this position, feel free to do that. Let's just take 5 full deep breaths here. Slowly bringing yourself back and coming back up to have a seat. As we bring our hands to heart at the end of our practice, I just want you to reflect on what the rest of your day might hold and where you can bring more comfort to your day. So, just like we do for children, we often nurturing and looking after them and helping them to feel comforted and loved. Where can you do that for yourself? Whether it's by choosing comfier clothes today or making your favorite drink as you do a task you maybe don't enjoy or seeking comfort from another person. Where can you make your day that little bit more comfortable, that little bit more enjoyable for no other reason than you deserve that? Take a big breath in with me, rub the hands together. Place the hands on the heart. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.